on our wedding day, to my surprise, as we entered the venue, there was a huge cutout of Swami. Very huge cutout of Swami. I was like jumping inside to see such a big picture. I never had Swami's picture before, right? As soon as we were approaching the mandap inside the venue, I could hear Swami bhajans.
Bus turned out from the bus station and it stopped all of a sudden. Happened to see that Swami was coming in his car on the opposite side. Swami's car too stopped there. And Swami gave an eye contact. It's a communication to me.
Sairam, dear listeners, welcome to Sai SOUL 100. Our guests today are Vijay Sankar Pendluru and Madhu Mannepalli, who are husband and wife from Richmond, Virginia. Sairam, Madhu, Sairam, Vijay, welcome to Sai SOUL 100.
Sairam.
Sairam, please share your story.
My humble pranams at the lotus feet of our beloved Bhagavan. And I'm truly humbled and grateful to share a little of my journey and connection with our beloved Swami. My story started with Swami like almost 20 years ago when I was about 10 to 12 years old. One of my father's close friends, who was a devotee of Swami, used to give us a pack of CDs dated from January 1st of that year to December 31st. These CDs have all the major programs and events that took place in Prashant Nilayam throughout that year. So my younger brother and I used to watch those CDs once in a while, and then gradually it became a habit. Among them, one program was our all time favorite. It was the sports day. We were completely drawn to those fire jumps, motorbike stunts, formation by the students, and the zip lining to torch the light, all done with such an energy by the students of Swami. At first, we were amazed at the courage of the students, seeing them doing all those stunts, and watched only that sports day. But slowly, my eyes started noticing something more. That is Swami himself. His beautiful smile, the way he walked, the way he cheers his students. It was all magnetic. Though I didn't fully understand who Swami was at the time, I could feel something about him, a strong sense of love and peace that touched my heart deeply. As time passed, I started to learn more about Swami. That he was not just a founder of the free schools and the hospitals, but something else. I slowly started watching the programs one after the other. I slowly started, opening the CDs and started focusing on his discourses, the way how Swami narrates these beautiful stories and explain every single thing very simply, and how Anil uncle used to, translate the discourses and all. And then I quietly started to grow admiration for Swami. At the time, at home, it was not that easy. My grandfather, he does not believe in Swami or in God taking a human form. So we couldn't openly talk about Swami, and we even had to take down some of the pictures of Swami, and we said no to the CDs that's coming from the uncle. And but yet in my heart, my love for Swami grew stronger. I became a silent admirer, dreaming of the day that I could see him in person, have darshan, have Pada Namaskar, and to experience the miracles of Swami, Swami giving the vibhuti and everything. Years passed, but then that day never came. I slowly began to lose hope that I would ever get a chance to see Swami. But one day I heard from a news channel that Swami was unwell and left his physical body that morning. I felt shattered. I remember watching the news for the next 3 days. and saw Swami final rites. It was all live telecast for the next 3 days. I was crying uncontrollably. And I was asking my mom, how can I go and see him at least for the last time? Right, I was very young. My mom said, it is impossible, you cannot go, and I know we don't know anything, we never been to Puttaparthi before. And I was like, finding excuses. Can I go with that uncle? Can I go someone who knows? There was a bus that was going to see Swami, all those things. But it was not possible, and I lost the last chance to see him, and I never saw him. Right, I don't have a single picture of Swami at the time. All I knew was just emptiness, the denial that he didn't let me come to him. Now it's all over. The chapter completed, the book is closed. Nothing happened. But Swami ways are very mysterious, right? And it's all full of grace. So all of a sudden, after 9 months, when I was in my final year of engineering, a marriage proposal came unexpectedly through a family friend. My parents told me that that family would like to come over and see me, just to see me, nothing else, and asked if I am okay if that family visit us. Then, at the time, I wasn't sure what to say, and I don't have time to even think whether this is the right moment for me. I was studying all those things. With all that thing, I said, whatever you feel that is good for me, I am fine with that. Then that family came, they visited us and then met all of us. Then I met Vijay and they left. So then after that, my family was kind of positive with this proposal. And they slowly started talking about their family, how are they, kind of thing, a slightly background of it, making me understand more about that family. So I can feel that they're taking a step forward. But inside, I wasn't sure at all. I was studying, and I had plans to pursue my masters at the time. So I told my friends that there's a family that came to see me, and they were advising me to hold on, don't just put yourself into somewhere where you don't have any idea, or go request your parents to get some more time for you so that you can finish the studies and you finish whatever you want to do and all those things. So I was planning to tell my parents that we can think of this later, but at some point. But at this moment, I would like to take some time. But on the other hand, our family discussions progressed and they both started conversations. Before I could make up my mind to talk to my mother told me that this family wanted to visit us again. And I decided this time I would try to convince my parents, after they leave, I'm going to convince them that I have to hold on, or put a pause for this for some time. But as we know, Swami had other plans. In no time, they visited us. This time, during the conversations, we learned that this family had been long time devotees of Swami for more than 20 years. In fact, my father-in-law was working in State Bank of India in Puttaparthi, and they're living in Puttaparthi at the time. As soon as I heard, I felt something like a deep shift within me. I knew this was not just a coincidence, this was all Swami's hand. I just said yes without a second thought. I did not even think of my friends, I did not even think of my studies, nothing else. I just said yes. This is the right family for me. Within a month, we were engaged. Exactly 1 year to the date after Swami left his physical body, I was married into a family that is in Swami's fold. So on our wedding day, to my surprise, as we entered the venue, there was a huge cutout of Swami. Very huge cutout of Swami. I was like jumping inside to see such a big picture. I never had Swami's picture before, right? As soon as we were approaching the mandap inside the venue, I could hear Swami bhajans. Somebody is singing Swami bhajans. I was like, who is singing Swami bhajans here inside the mandap? And I saw, to my surprise, Vijay and his family and other people, relatives, they are doing the bhajan inside the mandap. I was like, oh, this is the place where I'm gonna sit right now and get married with Vijay. That is all like, I really felt Swami's presence very strongly. as if he was saying, do you really think I left you, Madhu? I have always been there. Then at that moment I realized that, Swami doesn't need a physical body to have that connection and to shower his love and blessings on us. All we need is just earning to feel him, experience him. So soon after the marriage, I was with lot of expectations to know more about Swami. So soon after marriage, after I finished my studies, one day Vijay asked me where we should go for our first vacation together, and my instant answer was Puttaparthi. I was never been to there, and I just saw this place. This is kind of a fantasy place for me, right? I just saw this place near Swami, all the people sitting over there having Swami's darshan. Only the seed is this kind of a dream for me to go land there, which you never been before. So our first journey together was to Padti. For the first time, I sat in Prashant Nilayam, Kulwant Hall, where Swami walked. I sat in the same very place, right, where he was walking, he was giving darshan. I saw Ejur Mandir. I saw other places, most important places in Parthi, where Swami gave darshan, where Swami sang his first bhajan, Manasa Bhajare Guru Charanam. It was all like dream coming true. I was literally living in my own dream. Even today, that first visit was like with me forever. It will stay with me forever. Looking back, I see it so clearly when I thought I lost Swami, and Swami denied me. He never denied me the chance to come to him. He just brought me to him
Right.
in his own way,
Yeah.
in his own timing, divine timing, and in the most unexpected way. Swami brought us together into his fold by his divine play. From that moment on, we never look back. Together, we have continued to serve in different aspects of his divine mission, trying in our own way, in a small way, to be his humble instruments.
So, Vijay, so it seems like, you came into her life truly because of Swami, right? Swami wanted you in her life so she can learn more about Swami. Of course, the marriage is to the both of you is in the physical terms, it's a blessing, but Swami had bigger plans for the both of you. So, what's your journey?
Yeah, definitely Swami's role in our lives is a key part, I would definitely say. Without his will, without his wish, things will not happen. Just sharing some details about my background as well. So, when I was about 6 years old, my journey started serving Swami through my parents. Um, it so happened during a visit to Bangalore tour with my family. We were supposed to go to a specific place on a Monday morning trip, and accidentally the place was closer in the schedule. We don't know what to do. The driver took us to a place where Swami was giving darshan, and my parents went in, and we all had a darshan of Swami. Swami was distributing chocolates by the time, and my father and my brother caught two chocolates. There is an intense reason why Swami gave the chocolates. I would narrate it in a little later, but they both got the chocolates and I didn't. So I was crying, and they both shared their halves to me, and I did share a piece to my mother as well. So we all have Swami's blessings. Later on, weeks passed, and we came back to our home. Um, we went to Patti to have one more darshan, and that's the time where Swami was giving darshan. It is during 1991, 92, those years, and we had darshan from little far, and we started back our journey and prayed Swami that we believe in you, and we need you to be with us all throughout the journey. And we started back. Bus was full, unfortunately, and I sat next to the driver, um, and bus turned out from the bus station, and it stopped all of a sudden. Happened to see that Swami was coming in his car on the opposite side. Swami's car too stopped there, and Swami gave an eye contact. It's a communication to me, and it was connected for almost 10 seconds. And Swami gave his Ashirwad to me. I felt like, Swami is defining my future at the very young age. After a week or so, it happened to have Thursday bhajans starting at our home, and followed with small programs like Narayan Sevas. It ended medical camps, and we happened to have, many village like Gram Sevas and many more. It happened like almost 10 plus years when we were at a place called Srikalahasti. So it all went well, and I used to, witness some of the miracles that happened during the bhajans, like Vibhuti being manifesting from the Swami's picture, as well as I happened to see honey, Vibhuti, Kunkum, and there are few other scenarios. After bhajans, I go to the Swami's chair and look at Swami's prints were there. So it was so nice to see Swami being there and blessing us after the bhajans, right? And it so happened later on the street that we lived in Srikalahasti named as Sri Sathya Sai Street. It is his will, it came on. And even today, there are activities happening, Balvikas being happened at our home, and many other programs. Fast forward, coming to the miracles of chocolates, right? Swami had a clear plan laid out to have my brother study in his college for BSc and MSc for a certain period, like 5 years or so, and being part of Swami during the journey. Likewise, Swami has laid a clear path on having my dad work there in Prashant Nilayam campus SBI for 5 years. So he knows when he was issuing something, he has a plan laid out like, okay, there is a clear definition why Swami was giving something to us. And me and my mother, we ate the chocolate. So we are also fortunate enough to participate in Swami's activities. I just want to narrate one small story that Swami was omnipresent, right? After my 10th class, I was supposed to be studying in a college. We used to call intermediate in India. So those college, I mean, that's the first time I was out of home, and I happened to be part of a small college in Tirupati nearby Srikalahasti, and that's how the first week it went fine, and I became homesick, and I felt really sad, and my dad only told me that whenever you feel that you don't know anyone, just pray to Swami. Swami will be with you. So I prayed Swami, and Thursday morning, when I prayed, and evening, when I was feeling lonely, standing at a corridor, happened to hear bhajans happening at the nearby building. And I was so amazed. Okay, Swami is hearing me. Swami is hearing my call. So I felt like, okay, Swami is there with me. I don't need to worry about anything. Then onwards, I haven't had any look back. And Swami took care of me from then on. Though we think of something that the earning that you have in your mind will definitely give you the outcome, right? The journey continued. It is not like Swami left us. So Swami was there taking care of each and every moment. You want to narrate this kid part?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So in the next few years, we moved to US. Later, I conceived. I still remember our first visit to the doctor, gynecologist, after I conceived, was like I was very tense and nervous, and I walked into the clinic, the doctor's office, with full of tears in my eyes. You know, they were watering. I don't know what to say. But Swami, we know how Swami works, right? He has his own ways to comfort his children. To our surprise, I was like with tears full of eyes. I was looking at Vijay, what to do, what to do. Then
I showed her like Swami is there next to her, and there was Swami's picture that was there in doctor's room, and we were so fortunate. Okay, we are in Swami's hands.
the doctor was a devotee of Swami, the doctor who is treating me. From that moment, I became very confident that I was not alone. Swami is with me and he will take care of everything for the rest of that period. As I felt, he did. He did. By his grace, that entire phase went very smoothly. We were alone, but we had to meet other people. During the same time, we met with few other friends and came to know that there is a Samiti Swami center near us, and we started visiting. During my entire period, I was like going to Swami's bhajans, the Thursday bhajans, and the center activities, and all those things. So Swami's hand was there with me all the time, right? To my surprise, one day. Just before the delivery, like 2 days before the delivery, I had a dream. And in the dream, Swami appeared and said, "You're going to deliver a baby girl. And she's my child. Okay, take care of her and name her as Roma." I was like, then he blessed both of us, the baby and me, and then he disappeared. And exactly as he said, within the next 2 days, I delivered a baby girl, beautiful baby girl. On the very first day, we had to fill that naming forms and everything in the hospital, right? Wrote the baby as we decided, as we thought of how Swami guided us. We wrote the name Roma and then we informed our parents. But in our families, we have a tradition that usually the baby, once the baby is born, they have to go to the horoscope so priest. Then the priest will see what sign the baby falls under, and then there will be a particular letter associated with that sign, and then you have to proceed. Until then, you cannot name the baby. But I told them, I got a Swami's dream. Swami guided me to name the baby as Roma. They did not like the name. They felt that, this name is like so fancy. You are making up some story after going there, and then you just want to name the baby as Roma. Vijay stood firm with me. He had that.
Yeah, if Swami says something in dream, it will happen no matter what, and it is the truth. So I strongly believed in that. So I said like, okay, let's go further. It is Swami's will.
Later, our families consulted that priest, and they checked whether this is the right name and everything. And to everyone's surprise, the priest gave a couple of other letters, and one of them is the letter R. And for as when they were checked further, they found that Roma is in fact one of the names of goddess Lakshmi. What they were planning to name the baby after. What great blessing could we ask for than to know that Swami named our child, and he said that this child is mine. Take care of the baby. So from then on, Swami started guiding us in different ways, mostly with the dreams, right? I always, when I had a question or anything, Swami just appears in the dream and says, this is the answer for that. You have to act according to this. When I lose the confidence, I am not confident enough to participate in something or participate or to lead anything. I was so nervous. And then Swami comes into my dreams and say, "Hey, why are you nervous? I'm always there." There were several occasions, and one of the occasions I was like feeling very alone. Uh, and then we had to do this as a YA representative. I was doing leading a YA play, and I was feeling so alone. I was like, "Swami, show me your show me your presence." And it went very well. Everybody came down, and we didn't see, look at Swami robe was just Swami's chair with the robe was just next to us. But on the other hand, Vijay was like with full of joy. He got something, I don't know what it is. He was full of joy, and by the end of the program, we came to know that Swami Vibhuti is manifesting from that robe. The rope that is just sitting just next to us, we place it next to us, feeling that Swami comes and says, when I was eagerly waiting, Swami, show your presence, Swami actually sitting next to us
Yeah,
and watching the entire play.
that is true. I just want to narrate in a different way. So during the skit, I was supposed to come in front of stage for like three different scenarios. First time when I come, uh, I was seeing Swami chair, and I don't see any Vibhuti manifestation or anything. I was telling my dialogue. The second time I come, I literally see Vibhuti being manufactured, and I was in full of joy, and I went back to come back for my third round of appearance in this gate, and that time it was full of vibhuti. It's all so that's the joy she was talking about. Then I narrated to her like, okay, this is how it was happening when we were doing a skit, and the that skit is the one which I felt really that we came all together as a united team and offered Swami, though we had multiple challenges, hurdles in the initial practice times as well. But the moment you overcome those scenarios and come together as a team and offer to Swami, Swami will be there no matter what.
When we have a fight, he go to sleep and I have to work, and then I go to sleep in the same day. We get Swami's dreams exactly in the same place. We get the same dream. Swami will come and say, "Hey, don't worry, Madhu. I'm always there. I'll take care of the situation. You don't worry." And he has his own dreams, and Swami tells him how to act.
Yeah, it's one of the situations during Swami's birthday programs. She will be all night working hard, all those altar setup, decorations, stuff. I used to say, you need to take care of family first before you do Swami's duty. And I think on the same day, Swami came in both of our dreams. Swami gave, she's doing my work. You should not disturb her, like that message. And Swami came in her dream as well, like you need to do so and so. Along with that, he gave Padnamaskar and blessed her. So yeah, it is he who is the doer in us. If we are an instrument, and if we are doing with unconditional expectation, and if we are doing for Swami, Swami will be with us.
If you just utter Swami's name, even at the very last moment, even at the very first moment, you can pass that ocean. You can cross that
Yeah.
ocean very safely. He just takes you, he just lifts you up, and he just drops you at the other end of the river or ocean, right? And it became a habit for Roma as well. And we feel so fortunate um, to have Swami's blessings ever, right? All the time. I never look back and I never feel sad that Swami never left me, or he never did. Sometimes it may be a delay, but it's not the denial.
Yeah, Swami was always holding our hands, and in the event if we deviate from our path, he always shows us a way. Like you need to come back. You need to do activities for me, and we we are so fortunate to be part of Swami's service as instruments, right? Sairam.
Yeah.
Sairam Madhu, Sairam Vijay, thank you so much for sharing your journey, independent individual journey, and how you came together, and your journey with Swami continues. Ultimately, you realized all you have to say is Sairam, and Swami will take care of everything, because Swami is ultimately the divine director of your play, right? Starting from the beginning, Madhu, how beautiful your yearning for Swami was, how he developed your love for him. So he came to you through the CD, and he developed your love for him. And then you have this yearning of Swami, when will I see you? You've now left your physical form, will I ever see you? And then Swami brings Vijay into your life, who himself, you yourself, Vijay, have had your own miraculous journey of getting chocolate from Swami, Swami roping you into his path through those chocolates. And your service became part of your life, even at a very young age. And then you come into Madhu's life, and Madhu married Swami through you. She was like a little girl who's so excited that Swami is at the marriage mandapam, right? And you're seeing Swami as big cutout of Swami, a picture of Swami, big picture of Swami. There's bhajan going on. You're like a kid in a candy store,
Exactly. Yes.
right? But for Swami, I mean, how sweet is that? How sweet is that? But you have your challenges. We all have our challenges, right? Roma being born, yes, you had your challenges, but Swami has comforted you, saying that I am there with you by having picture of Swami in the office of your doctor. I mean, what are the chances, right? You're in the US, you're here by yourself. And you go there all anxious and feeling alone, and Swami shows himself by a picture in your doctor's room, right? And then of course Swami naming Roma, and how he had said that this is my child, take care of the child, right? And I think that's a very powerful message. I think beyond just your experiences, when children come into this world, we all are his children. We are just given caretakers, parents, right, to take care of us so that we can go through the journey and grow up, stand up on our own 2 feet, and then Swami will take care of the rest, right? So it's just a very powerful message of Swami saying, she's my child, take care of her. That was just very, very sweet. And then finally coming to your combined activity at the Sai centers and participating in plays, Swami showing you in many ways that he's there with you. In that particular play that you talked about, where both of you are having the same story but different experiences, right? Which is basically the story of your lives, right? Madhu, you're thinking, Swami, I'm being very nervous about this play. Show yourself, show your presence, and you're yearning for him. And every time you yearn for him, he actually shows up, right? And then Vijay, you're coming on the stage and you're seeing the materialization happen right in front of you. First time there was no vibhuti. Second time you come, you see the vibhuti on Swami's chair. Third time, you're just seeing it manifesting. And I can't imagine how you kept your cool. You're
Yeah,
doing your lines when you know Swami's literally sitting there listening to you, right?
right.
And what a blessing. And then when, of course, going back to your dreams, right? Madhu, when you take on these plays and these activities for Swami in your own way, you spend so much time in it. You get engrossed in it, right? And family gets neglected, or things in the house need to get done, right? Both of you are working parents, right? Things in the house needs to get done. And it's fair, the work needs to get done. But Swami comes to Madhu and says, I'll take care of this. And comes to you, Vijay, and says, she's doing my work, right? And so kind of reprimanding you, saying, leave her alone, she is doing my work. But at the same time, you yourself is also doing immense amount of service for Swami. So both of you are working. And it's just so many messages in your story of how Swami really blesses us when we just say yes and do his work. So thank you both, Madhu and Vijay, for being here and sharing your stories for Sai Soul 100.
Thank you. Thank you so much,
Thank
Sarah.
you for allowing us to share this journey of love and grace of Swami.
Yeah. Sairam.
Sairam, dear listeners, thank you for listening to Sai Soul 100 with Sister Madhu and Brother Vijay. I'm Prabha Swaminathan. Until next time, Jai Sairam.